Crack up.
We will see if the broadcast is working. Okay, looks like we might have some success. Ah, hooray. Okay, it's working. That's good. All right. Well, hello, various and sundry viewers, or maybe no viewers at all at this stage in our broadcast. We are here at beautiful Germantown, and what we are at the what are we at? We're at the 7:40 turn. It is still
That's right.
foggy. Yep,
7:40.
7:40 a.m. Still heavy fog, so we
Still
are
heavy
all
fall.
bumbling about, which is what we do, even on a good day. So, let's see. I think I can zoom out a little bit here. Yeah. All right. Well, are there any updates for anything, David, before we
Nope,
get
everything's
started?
still good here. We're still all up to date and ready to
Okay.
go.
Hardy.
All right. Michael Shearer had tuned in last night hoping that we would have something going on because that's what I'd posted.
Yeah,
And
well, I managed to forget. That's
that's okay.
entirely my fault.
That's okay. You're here now. It all works. So Michael
Yeah.
is here. We got Amerislav here. Hey, we got 4 people tuning in. This is great considering I just changed the time for the broadcast. So these must be people that are just sitting around playing crossword puzzles, and when their phone rings saying there's a new live stream, they are jumping on it. So
Get in it. Yeah. Well,
exactly.
that was like me last night. I had forgotten about it too, Michael, and
Oh,
but
well,
Eric
I feel a little better.
texted, but I happened to be sitting at my computer doing other things. They go, oh, oh yeah, okay.
Well, good. Yeah, I had a really nice conversation with Matthew Hinkle, and we had a chance to talk about his involvement with developing games for the Battle of the Age of Reason. So that was pretty cool.
Now, did you do that one live, or is that
It was a
something you
live
edited
stream, yeah. So you
post?
can
It
watch
was.
that.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yep.
you
okay.
yeah, so you can watch it, and so he explained his involvement and how he. It was funny because he said that I guess he'd read a book on Fontenoy, or maybe it was on the War of Austrian Succession, and particularly
Right.
the Battle of Fontenoy really captured him. And so he'd sent a note, to Ed Wimble because he knew about the battles of the age, saying, "Hey, this would make a great game." And Ed Wimble said, he says, "Why don't you make it?" And then Ed Wimble writes back, "Why don't you make it?" And the rest, as they say,
The
is
rest is
history. Yeah,
history.
As
yeah,
he did.
yeah.
Wow,
So
that's
that's
wild.
that's one that we haven't played yet as a group. That might be on the schedule here. So
Oh, wow, you're right.
yeah, yeah, we've
Yeah,
played.
we haven't. It is something else.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, there's what the Allied Army is Dutch and the British and some Hanoverians and even a few Austrians. So I mean, it's like a visual feast, and then against this big French army, and beautiful map,
right.
and yeah, I think the Allied player needs to just get really lucky.
Well, and that sounds like some of the different scenarios there for the battles of Quebec that we talked about. Where it's some long odds, particularly Benedict Arnold trying to get into
Oh
Quebec. So
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think the historical scenario is it's a long reach.
yeah. All right. Well,
All right.
If we're all set, we can start chucking some dice and seeing what we
I think
get.
so. All
So
right.
here I go. There's my big roll. Oh, that is going to just knock everyone's socks off.
You know it
So
is.
that Battle of Fontenoy, that was in Belgium.
It was, yeah. It's right near the modern French Belgian border. Yeah.
Yeah, because that is was actually not too far from where Mons, where I was stationed and spent a
Oh,
year. And
no.
I never I was never familiar with those battles at all. And I mean, it would have been like I don't know how much is left of the battlefield, but it was
Yeah, I don't think there's much.
it was like pretty nearby. Uh,
Yeah.
because I used to go up to it's just southeast of Tournai.
Yes, it is. That's
And
right.
I used to go there. I've made several trips to there. That was one of my more favorite places to visit because of there were some old Roman ruins there and some other stuff. So it was a favorite.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you guys rolled. I need to look at some rolls here. Okay. Yeah, we got that
It's
and we got that.
almost
And
positive that it's a British activation.
it's going to be a British activation. Yes.
Cool. All right. Well, then let's
But it
go ahead
does
and
not move the clock.
does not move the clock. It was a really good roll.
Oh, yeah, it was stupendous.
Okay. So that's what I am doing there. And so we need to roll for that there. And that worked.
Most assuredly.
Okay. And so then movement, we're going to do that. And he manages not to mess himself up. And need to do that. And that's going to be plus 10 because of the stream as well as the. Yeah, so he's probably going to be disordered again. Yeah, he is. So, what's a little disorder between friends? And this is going to move there. And I bet I can't mark him finished. Yeah, because if I mark him finished, he gets an attack column on him. God help us. Um,
It
just
sounds like
how it
someone
is.
needs to edit, some of the
Oh,
commands
yeah.
here in these modules.
Someone who has a clue how to tidy up these older vassal modules would be very much appreciated. Um, I guess I probably need to go deal with all my my independence as well. Um, so let's go here.
Just hold up 1 second before you do that. Let me go
Of
back
course.
to let's see what.
Was there
All right,
something else?
so is that that? So that is all right.
So
And
that went there, and that went there, and that went
are
there.
they part? Are they part of? No, they're a different command.
They're all the second. All three of those were. That's the second. He's the commander of the second. That's the second. And that artillery even says second on it.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry, I was.
All
All right.
right.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. Now back up here. Really? This this is just a good time. So all right. So if I do that,
Oh, you Okay, are you gonna roll for that, or you? Okay,
Oh,
I
oh
see
yeah,
where you
yeah.
are,
No, no,
but yeah.
you're quite right. No, you're right. I should. Okay. Um. All right. And actually, I did just check on the terrain effects chart. He's got to roll a disorder check based on that. The stream.
Okay.
All right. All right. So he's moved one hex.
Let me check here. What do we got? Okay, so he went that way one. All right, you're good.
All right. That's two hexes.
And you need to stop there.
Okay.
Here comes the fun. Oh, let's see what that. Who is that? He is the B of the second light.
Yep. Who is he? Who has he surprised now?
Let's see. B of the second light is that. And let's go down here. And oh, he's still on the map. Okay, I
Yeah,
don't need to.
he's still there. Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Let me get Michael set up here.
And that's the correct facing?
Yes, that is the correct facing.
Oh, that's so nice.
All right. Where are these guys? And those are right. And let's see who we got here. Artillery.
Interesting.
Yeah, yes. Interesting. I'm wondering how well these rules would work for battles from the War of Spanish Succession.
I don't know.
Yeah, because that would be like Marlborough, Battle of
Yeah.
Blenheim, stuff like that.
Right.
Um, and I don't know that things. I mean, obviously, I don't think the artillery is cruising around quite so much. Um, but I think the tactics and things like that aren't much different between the War of Spanish Succession and the War of Austrian Succession, which is there's what 30 years, 40 years difference between the two, or
Um. Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting question. There's oh gosh, the guy Ben Hull who did the 30 Years War battle games. Why can't I think of their name? Musket and Pike.
right? Oh yeah,
Uh, he also came out with a game. Well, one of them was Blenheim, I think. That was what was it called? bayonet and musket. Um, it was GMT published it. It had two games in it. I'm I'm trying to think of Nordlingen, and
Okay.
I thought the other one was Blenheim, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, um, yeah, unfortunately, boy, I've just heard so many critical statements about the rules completeness and understandability that although I've got a copy of it, I've never really opened it. I just kept thinking, well, I'll wait for the rules to settle down, but I've had other things to play in the meantime.
Right.
Um, I'm gonna I'm gonna suggest that these rules seem like they allow an awful lot of flexibility that maybe is more than really is even warranted.
Right. Here, a Miroslav says, banish all their fears. Is that the name of
That's
the?
the name.
Okay.
That was the name of the box, and there were, again, I don't remember the two battles in it, but I think those might be it. Um, but anyway, I almost wonder if the that other 7 Years War battle series that I've got a couple of titles of maybe actually does a little bit better job of requiring you or maybe motivating you to stay in very structured lines.
Right.
uh, where this game kind of, I mean, there's a benefit to staying in structured lines, but it's not as advantageous. And certainly, I feel like what's going on now is very strange. This, you know, you've got columns running around, and I've got skirmishers running around, and I'm trying to think about this. If you were British light infantry, what would you be trying to do once you once you kind of
Get
realize that
back on
maybe
a
the
ship and go back to sunny England.
well, I'm just thinking about it. It's like, okay, if you were the pickets and if you ran into an American column, then it seems like, okay, first of all, engage the column. Secondly, get away and report back,
Right.
but get back to the army.
Yeah.
Um, and I guess broadly that's what I'm trying to do. I'm obviously trying to kind of maintain contact with the enemy and try to kind of move back towards the army because obviously you don't want to be out there all by yourself with the
Right.
entire American army around you. Um, like this, for example.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't really want this to happen. So
Well,
okay,
yeah. That should be fun.
so all right, so now the trick to this is I've only spent one movement point, and I'm not even sure if I should have had to spend an extra movement point to go into a zone of control because I didn't know there was a zone of control. So I'm not sure. Am I done with my movement or can I just bounce out and run away? I mean, obviously they'll get a shot at me when I leave.
You can voluntarily route.
Anyway, I mean, I'm just trying to figure out what we do here because clearly I've only spent one movement point. I got three left. Um, and yeah, I mean, I don't mind
And
letting you
I
take a shot.
don't actually know the answer to that question. That is true. You had no idea that was sitting there like that, and the you know
I mean, obviously, I'm inclined to just go ahead and move away and get reoriented, um, because I don't. I mean, clearly, especially with artillery behind me, the last thing, or is that artillery? Yeah, it is artillery behind me, right?
Yep.
yep.
I mean, clearly, I don't want to stick around. So, I mean, I'll leave and you can take your shot.
All right. Well, I'm not going to
Yeah,
pass up taking a
I'm
shot because there's nothing that says, I mean, is there anything that says you have to stop when you enter the zone of influence of the enemy or?
No, I mean, I don't. I don't know. Actually, it's so weird because it's this is this is a slightly unusual circumstance here, right?
Right.
Where it's like I didn't know I was entering a zone of control. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Um, Zone of control. Oh, I thought it had a zone of control section right here. Where is it? Bu- 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 bu-
Do zona controls extend in heavy fog?
Oh, there we go. Um,
Yeah, I need to download the updated rules so I could look them up with.
Infantry and cavalry expend one additional movement point to enter an EZOC, even when they move from an EZOC to another EZOC. This cost also applies to any facing or formation change performed when a unit or some or all of it is in an EZOC. There is no additional cost to enter and to exit an EZOC. Friendly units do not negate EZOC effects. Actions requiring all units' printed movement points can be undertaken in an EZOC provided the unit performs no other actions in that movement segment.
Yeah, so it
So,
sounds
I
like
mean,
you
really,
could, yeah, you could move in and then you could move out.
yeah, and I guess the idea behind that is you can move in and out and through and all that kind of stuff um, because OpFire exists.
Right,
So if you're willing to just move through an enemy zone of control, you're welcome to
right.
take the shots. So so and again, the this is the umpire's call here. Um, I actually would think it would be perfectly okay that there be some penalty, but maybe in this case the penalty is leaving because you can imagine the surprise and the disorder that is going to happen when you suddenly show up and you suddenly realize, holy shit, the enemy's right there. Um, uh, but how we want to handle that, I don't really know.
Yeah, no,
If
I,
you,
I, I think you should be able to bounce and as I said, even, and I think even if it wasn't exactly that, the heavy fog would almost necessitate that option to be available because, you're
Yeah, you're just stumbling around and suddenly
right.
yeah, you see there's unlimbered guns and a whole bunch of guys with muskets staring at you.
right. All right. So have I moved one movement point? I've moved two hexes. Is that one movement point?
That's one movement point in
Okay.
skirmish,
Okay. And all right. So if I bounce back out,
Now let's see.
And so I have to roll separately for the infantry and separately for
oh yeah,
the
you would. That's a good point.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And you got four guns.
Yeah.
And four guns times eight, so that's 32. And then the infantry would be what, six times four would be 24.
So a one
Uh
and a half to one and a 1 to 1, right?
Yes, yes.
Minus 10 on each.
Both minus 10, right?
right. So 1.5 to 1. That's the artillery, right? Okay. And
Yep.
then
That's right. Yeah.
all right. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I was looking at the chart here for the stuff. So 2 infantry, 3 infantry. Oh, what does HF or LF stand for? Heavy fog, light fog. Oh, okay, okay. So in the heavy
Yeah, I think
fog, it's the same.
the terrain effects chart that I'm seeing just is the fire multiplier chart has three different charts for heavy and light fog versus clear.
Right.
but the values are all the same. It's just the ranges that keep getting cut down.
Right. Well, obviously, heavy fog, it's just one hex. Okay. So for
Exactly.
the 1.5 to 1 shot, hey, let's go ahead and roll that. 60 minus 10 is going to be a 50.
50. That
No,
At 1.5 to 1,
all that's going to be is a
that's a
disorder check, which
disorder
of course
check, which
doesn't
doesn't do you any
apply.
good. All right. And then
Okay.
for the 1 to 1, let's chuck those dice. An 87 becomes a 77. So that's going to be
Oh,
a
no, that's a
hit
hit.
and a
Yeah.
disorder, but that doesn't, you can't be disordered. So
Right.
at
So
least there's
let's
one fewer skirmisher there.
all right. So that's 1.5. Three, four. You're good with that there, David?
yep.
Okay. Wow. Really wasn't expecting the Spanish Inquisition there.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Okay.
You were
And
just
then,
hit by our a fusillade of our pointy
yeah.
cushions. Pointy
Yeah.
cushions.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
well, well put. Okay.
And the
All
comfy
right. So now
chair. Don't make us get out the comfy chair. That's what's coming next for you.
over over here, we've got some shooting to do first, I guess.
Okay.
Um,
We're okay. Just to let.
I have a
Um,
pretty good idea where you're at.
yes, right
Yep,
there.
yep, yep, yep.
okay. So, um, so if there's six of me, that's 30. I guess that's going to be 1.5 to 1. I don't know about the size implications.
Well, I've only got
What's
two
the
increments there, right?
It's two
units
increments.
of artillery? What do
It's
they count?
artillery, so that's 8.
So
So
1 to 8 be a -5.
so it looks like a -5. Okay, all right. And then okay, well we'll just go ahead and fire. Bang. Big nothing.
Big nothing.
That's my favorite kind of big nothing.
Okay. All right. Um all right. And then that's 1. And 1.5.
Wait a
And
second. Hold on a second.
okay. Yep. So I
Uh,
was trying to
boom.
okay.
Okay,
So
so
we were
you went
from there
there
to there
to
was
there.
was
Okay.
1. And
All
then I
right.
went to
Good.
there, that was 1.5.
Good.
Okay. And then there is 2.5.
Good.
And then there's 3.5.
Good.
Okay. And then he goes there.
All right. And all right. Let me update Eric here. So That's in skirmish, right?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Okay. And then one, two, three, four. And then we got this one here. It's one, two, three, four. I'll tidy up that. Whoops. What's going on here? Oh, there it is. Okay. And I think that's it. You good with where everything is?
Yep. I think I've. Um, yep. All right. And I've got Eric updated.
So, David, would I be seeing this guy here since he's now no longer?
Oh, that's gone. Yeah, that guy's gone.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Unit. Sorry, I
Yeah, I don't
was
understand what
moving
your
him
problem
out of
is.
the way, and
You're you're trying to keep track of three maps. I don't understand what your problem is.
Let's see. Michael Shearer says, I'm on learning module number 4 in the bar primer tonight with a nice
Oh,
bourbon on the rocks and you guys in the background. Well, very good.
marvelous. Speaking of Fontenoy, that's I think isn't that the one that all the examples are using the maps
yes,
encounters from that one? So
Yes, I think in Fontenoy was
that's right.
lot of the stuff. The primer was for that. So
Yeah.
and that in Eric's interview, that came up actually from that Matthew said that a lot of people think they need to have Fontenoy to use the primer.
Yeah, and really don't.
They don't, right? You can
Yeah,
use any of the games to put this set stuff up and play with it, and it was only because
exactly.
it was only because he was working on that that all
yeah,
the examples came from that.
Yeah, no, that makes good sense. And you're absolutely right. I mean, just take any units that look like those and have the kind of relationships that the
yeah,
other units would have. It's just simpler if you happen to have a copy of Fontenoy sitting right there.
yeah.
So
Well, in Fontenoy, there's a vassal module for it, presumably.
And that's what yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
and
somebody
that's what somebody has
oh
suggested.
sure,
suggested. Yeah, use the
yeah, that
use the
Use the
vassal
vet.
module if because the game's been out of print, and that was one that was hard for me to get a copy of. I was glad I was able to find a copy, but yeah, I think I ended up buying it from Mark Ruggiero.
oh okay,
I got a couple of games from him. So
yeah, yeah, yeah. I bought a couple from him myself actually, not not this series, but certainly did get some from him.
well, and I think David was the one who made out right. Somebody got David Miniere sold a bunch of stuff at Consim.
Yeah, yeah. I think I muled them for you, didn't I, David?
You got me a couple. You got me the Chatuzits and the Lobozits.
Right,
Okay.
right. All right. I think I am done with all the units that needed to activate.
All right, we get another activation
All
roll.
right, here we go. This time with feeling.
Oh, that's a big feeling. All right, we got some feeling there, and we move the end turn marker down to 1,
Of course.
and this is an American activation.
Oh, the Americans. The Americans get to do something fun and exciting. What shall we do? What shall we do? That is the
Oh, that
question.
did not move the
Oh,
thing.
it
I'm
did not
sorry.
move it. Okay.
Yeah, I got a little closer to the screen and realized that was a little. So
Need a bigger monitor or younger eyes.
There you
yeah.
go. There you go. Let's see. What to do? What to do? Well, since we're thinking about things, let's go ahead and start over here. Um, and these guys,
Okay, nope.
I gotta zoom in and see who they belong to. I think they belong to this chap here. Okay, so first things first, these guys will get out of being disorganized by virtue of having their leader in some close proximity, aka sitting right on top of them. Um, all
Got it.
right, and then
So
yep. So then we'll have this guy's gonna move 1, 2, and 3 gets him there. And this,
okay. And the stream, what is the disorder check?
Yeah,
uh,
there's no
oh, is
movement
it?
effect.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I did not notice it, but you see the note 2 and 4 on the right next to the word stream.
I don't. I just see a little
I'm
star
actually
there.
using
Right,
I'm using
non-terrain
the
disorder
master
check.
module
Oh, yeah, I'm not in it. Yeah.
version, but I expect it's going to be the same. So what if we get to the one from the current version? What does it say?
Yep. It just says non-clear terrain for disorder checks in series rule 8.7.
Yep,
All right.
exactly.
So knowing that, because I thought, oh, there's nothing to it. There's no movement stuff, whatever. Okay.
Right.
All right. So let's do this instead. So let's go 1, 2, 3, and these guys will go 1, 2, 3. Isn't that
Now,
exciting? And then I still
the
have to make a
second,
disorder check, right? Because I spent more than half my movement points, right?
That's right.
And of course, you've got to roll to see if they even go anywhere that I suggested
well,
they go
and
to.
I'm going to mark this guy here. This guy is actually,
Oh, he
isn't
was
he?
out of
Oh,
command?
no, no, he isn't actually, because by virtue of command extension, he is.
Yeah.
But just for
Mm.
for I believe that one will
Yeah,
be.
that guy is definitely out of
Yeah.
command. Yeah.
I don't know if you
And
guys have watched this show. My wife and I are watching this show, which unfortunately was only one season and it wasn't renewed, but it was called Constellation. It was on Apple TV Plus.
right,
And like a quantum mechanics experiment goes wrong,
right.
and all these people are like bifurcated into multiple universes, and the universes are kind of interacting with each other, and it feels a lot like this game.
Well, that's
Kind of
good to know.
disorienting. You're not really sure what's going on at any given moment.
Yep. That's kind of like this game. All right. So before I move this chap, let's go ahead and make disorder checks for people. So this
Nope.
guy here, let's roll the dice for him first. Oh, he's going to be disordered.
Hmm.
Let's roll for the other chap. He's happy. So let's put a little happy marker on top of him. Okay. All right. Then we will move our beloved leader here for next turn, and we'll flip him over. Flip. All right. That was that exciting activation.
All right. So he moved and
Yeah,
did
he
that.
just he just prolonged. Yep.
Okay.
Do I need to roll for him?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I mean, I don't know how you can use half of your movement in prolong. I'm only going to prolong half a hex.
Now, the out of command can also he can do something, but he only has
Yeah, I mean he can't. Yeah,
Half movement.
yeah, half movement. He can't really do a whole heck of a lot. Um, so he'll just hang where he's at, presuming that you didn't roll something and my guys are going in all four dimensions in space and time. In which case, you're just leading me on. Oh yeah, you can move him. Next thing you know, he's showing up in Philadelphia, asking for a beer somewhere.
all righty. Let's go for okay. So you're done with that activation. Let's go for
Yep.
another activation roll.
Here we go.
Why not?
All right, that does not move the end turn, and it's another American.
American, American,
American.
American. All
America.
right.
America.
So let's see. Hmm. Everything is getting into a big higgly piggly mess here in the fog, which is just
That
what you would
was
expect.
as
Yes.
designed.
Yep. 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 Whose idea was it to launch this surprise attack?
It was your idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, well, and we're definitely getting the surprise in the surprise attack. So let's see
Yeah, but
here.
who's surprised? That's the question.
Yeah, that is really the question. Um, hmm. All right. So to go from line to road, you first have to go to march column,
That's right.
and then you can go to road.
To road.
So you basically have to
That's right.
spend at least 2 points, 1 point to go to march column, depending on which way you're facing, and then another point
Yes.
to go somewhere else. Okay.
That's right.
So when you go to march column, in order to go into road column, do you then have to turn and face the right way on the road, or just going into march column is fine, and then you spend road column and you're ready to go? Or do you then have to
Oh,
spend points to go in whatever direction the road is?
so so mm, so the thing is if you go from march into road, you don't actually change facing,
Okay.
but as soon as if you're on a road
Yeah.
and you're in road column, then facing changes are now free as soon as you move.
Oh, okay. So no, what
I
I'm
mean,
saying
without
is
knowing
that
exactly what
yeah,
you're talking about, but if at least your front hex at least is on the road, then it doesn't matter if you're facing a crazy direction, because the minute you start moving along the road, you just automatically snap to whichever facing you need to follow the road.
okay. So I don't then need to turn my unit to face the direction on the road. Once I go into
No,
road column, then it's presumed I'm going to be
then
entering one hex or the other depending on
that's right.
on
The
what
same
is.
reason why you don't have to make facing changes as you're marching along a road, because you're in
Right.
road column, you're presumed to be following the road. So that should accommodate your requirement. Now, the one thing to remember, and this is always a little tricky because it's more common for people to go from road into march column in the
Right.
course of playing the game. But remember that the costs to go from road to march and march to road aren't completely symmetric. So to go from march to road is 1 movement point plus 1 movement point per hex difference.
And what do you mean by per
You're,
hex difference?
well, assuming there is a hex difference,
Oh, like if you're
right?
extending out
Because
over 2 or 3 hexes or
yeah,
something.
because when you go to road, a lot of times you end up needing to trail into a second hex.
Right.
Not always, but in what is it? Is it's 8 in in these rules, right?
Yes. Yes.
Is it on the road?
Yeah, I've got like it's like 50 guys. So I don't so
Oh, all right. So,
yeah,
so
so
all
going
right. So
from yeah.
in that
Yeah.
case, it just costs you one in either direction
Okay.
because there is no
Yeah, there's
hex
no
changing.
there's no tail. The only time I've got a tail is I think with my artillery units that are for
Right.
strength points, and so therefore they have to
And
be spread out over two
two
hexes.
hexes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he would still be using the one hex line to one hex march column table,
That's right.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
depending on which direction he faces, he might be using more or fewer um,
Yeah.
movement
But
points.
that's why I was asking, and it doesn't seem to matter which way I end up facing when I go to
Oh, I
march,
see.
because then now I'm on the road and I can just go on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
road,
yeah.
right?
All right. So yeah, so you spend one for that, you spend another to get into road, and then you can start moving.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to activate these guys here, right?
Okay.
That command. And we'll do this one first. So they're going to go into march, which is going to put them facing that way. And then so that's 1 point. And then they're going to spend another point to go into road. And then they can go 1 and 2 down that way. And then these guys are going to do the same thing. Whoops. And then that's 2 points. And, well, and that's going to be 3, 4. Okay. So then they're going to end up over here like that too. And then these chaps are going to be here. In theory, they're all going the same way. Like that. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense.
Right. Yeah. And where is? Okay, he's on that hex. Okay. All right. Got it.
Okay.
Activation.
Here we go.
All right. Let's see. Okay. Back to these squinting thing. All right. That moves the end turned, and it's a tie.
How
All right. So we're
exciting.
finally at 1 again, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So let's roll again.
And that also moves the end turn, and it's American.
American.
Now on end turn of 2.
Okay. End turn of 2. So, oof. Okay, let's move down to ugh, ugh, ugh. Let's see. We've got these people here. We want to try to bring them up and start to do something entertaining, possibly. So, let's go ahead and we'll activate these guys here.
Got it.
And their wing leader is here. So 1, 2, 3. So they're within
they're fine.
range. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Um, so we'll have these guys move up. That's going to be 1.5. And then we'll go ahead and have them go into March. So that's going to then be 2.5. And then we will have them go into line and they would be facing that direction with the points that they have. All right, and then this guy's going to come up here and he's going to go into March column. So that's going to be 2.5 points gets him there. And this guy is going to move up here. And he's going to stay, I think, yeah, he's going to stay in road column just so we know. So that way he can move a little bit more. So let's put a thing on him so we know. Okay. All right. And that guy's there, and we are going to flip. Good. All right. Oh, and we got these guys that need to come up. There we go. We'll get them cruising up there too. Okay. Cool, cool. All right.
Another roll?
Yep. Time for another roll.
Um, I think this is back here.
Why is that?
I think they were out of command.
They were out of command.
Yes, because they started all the way back here, and their commander was like up in here.
Oh, and it's counting it by. Oh, so the road only affects his.
It-
Well, he's got a
wing
range of
commanders, or
4,
command.
right? Right. So counting through his own troops, does that count for anything, or does that not count for
Well,
something?
it could. Let's
Oh,
see.
I
Let's.
don't think that regimental integrity is
Well, I don't have.
valid
Okay.
here. I'm pretty sure that's one of the rules here.
It didn't need it. Okay, you were okay.
Yeah,
All
because
right,
I
never
only
mind.
moved forward like 3 hexes or something with those guys.
Yeah,
So
I backed it up and I
yeah.
saw that. Okay, so that is. I was thinking he was a 3 like the other one.
Yeah, no,
but
he's got a better range.
yeah.
Yeah, in fact I thought the guy that had a 3 was a 4 as well. I'm like, oh wait, he's only got a 3. Yeah. So he must be one of those commanders that not that inspiring.
And actually, that's the one that isn't even on the board. It's a replacement.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So, all right. Okay. I've got that, I think. Oh,
All right, so I rolled my roll, which is still present
okay.
there.
All right. And Michael, okay. And it does not move. This is another American roll. Does not move the
Does not move
end
the
turn
clock.
marker.
Okay. All right. So now we got to deal with this situation. So I'm going to activate over here.
Okie doke.
Okie doke, indeed. And let's see what to do. So I think these guys are going to do their favorite thing, voluntary route.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, why risk getting shot to crap, which is what's happened to me in the past? You know, And because if they get hit, they're going to route anyway.
So
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
Yeah. Yeah. So I might as well have controlled demolition, as we say. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 that direction. And we will put a route marker on them because that's what we're doing for the voluntarily routed people.
okie doke.
Okay, good. And then here, I'm just going to move this guy off so we don't have any problems. So then this set of chaps are going to go from road to march, and then from march to, march to line, and I don't know that I can do anything else more exciting with them at this point in time, can I? Because it costs more than that to. Oh, actually, wait. How much does it cost for them to turn that other direction? Let's check it here real quick. Oh, it costs them 2. Is that correct? Yeah, it costs them 2. Okay. So we can turn another hex side facing. There we go, like that. I like that. Okay. And this guy here is going to do the same thing. So let's go ahead and turn those guys just like that. Actually, they could turn this way. There we go, like that. Okay. All right. And then we'll flip him over. And whoops, I got one of my units is looking the wrong direction. There we go. All right. And then this chap here, I've got to figure out where his command is. So we'll just leave him there for the moment. Okay. That's a little bit of excitement. Time to roll some more dice, I guess.
Right. So let me 1 second. Let me get Eric's. Updated, or Michael's updated.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
I kind of figured that was probably what was happening, but
Yep. There we go. Okay. Roll. Activation roll.
Oh, there we go.
And this one is going to move the end turn marker, and it's American.
right.
All right.
And turn
Indeed.
markers on 3.
Okay. That's kind of what I see too. So, hmm. Okay. Okay, we're going to activate these guys here. And let's go ahead and we can get rid of these. That's 1. And then, So does moving parallel with the slope cost anything? Or it's only going up or down?
What do you mean parallel to the slope?
Yeah, like you're
Are you
You're
on a grade hex?
yeah. But I'm not going up or
Or,
down. I'm just kind of going sideways with it. So that's why I'm checking to see if there's anything here that says it's got up, got down. I seem to recall in one of the games there was something about going sideways on it. There was a cost, but
so
maybe that
the
was
cost
Zorndorf.
well, so again, just so we're clear, the a grade is actually a hex that has the lines through it.
Nope, this is
As
just a bunch of lines. It
you're
looks
talking
like makes
about
it
the
looks like a
slope.
clamshell.
No, I mean if yeah, that's a hex with the lines radiating
Yeah,
through it.
yeah.
Yeah. So the cost is if you move from one grade hex to another grade hex.
Ah, okay. Oh, now I see. I was looking down where it had the stuff for the slopes.
Right, but those are hex sides.
Right. Okay. So it costs an extra half if you're in line, it looks like.
Right,
Okay.
right.
All right.
And artillery can't prolong from grade hex to grade
Great
hex.
X. Right. Okay. So we'll move, we'll just kind of poke along there like that. How's that for excitement? That's provided that David didn't roll something exciting and they're actually
Yeah,
off, off on their way to the local tavern in 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 Brandywine Village.
And you also have your out
Oh
of command
yeah,
unit.
yeah. My favorite. My favorite. Um, yeah. We're gonna go ahead and just do this with them like that because why not?
Joke.
Well, yeah. No, actually, well, that's well, we when we yeah, we can face any direction. So let's go. Let's go that way just for excitement. All right.
Okay, let's give me an activation roll.
boom.
Boom. It's probably one for the Brits.
Nope, that's a tie and does not move the end turn marker. Roll again.
Shocking. Shocking.
Uh,
Oh, that's definitely one for the
Ooh,
Brits.
the special result is 0-5.
05. Free combat.
What a shame that I didn't get
Oh,
that when I
wait. The
could
British are special rally. Sorry.
Oh, oh.
That's for the Americans. It's special combat. So it's special rally for the Brits. Pick
All
a
right.
command, perform a free disorder recovery phase and rally phase.
Well, I mean, I guess I can do this. I think that's the only unit that it potentially applies to. You see what I mean there, David?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go ahead and roll. All right. Disordered, undisordered. Disordered again, undisordered again. Like, come on, guys. Get your acts together.
All
Okay.
right.
Oh, that's
Another
it.
roll.
Do another roll then. Okay. Now, you started with the zeros. Now it's my turn.
Okay, well, it's a 01, so it's Army
A
Leader
0.
lapse.
Oh,
Army Leader cannot trace LOC or use his CR. A second result negates the first. So Washington
okay.
apparently is truly lost in the fog
Yeah.
in more than
Yeah.
one way.
All right.
All right.
So
So
that
that changes it to +3 for the
it
British.
does. Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
All right, let's roll
All
again.
right.
Oh, it's another 0.
Here we go again. This is a 0-4.
04, free combat.
It is a free combat.
Yep.
Uh, except I don't have any targets in range, so there's nothing I can do anyway.
Oh, you
Since
just.
All right.
since you routed those guns away.
Yes. Well, that was part of the plan.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's roll
They're
again.
on their
What
way to
a
Valley Forge.
Yeah, what a cunning plan it was. So,
I'm sure this
all
will
right.
be a one for the Brits.
This is a special result.
Oh
Yes,
my
it is.
God.
What'd you roll?
02,
To
confusion. Other player
confusion.
picks one of your commands which may be finished.
Okay. All right. Well, we just
All right. So we
letting
just
David
usually
pick.
do the random walk. So
Right. So,
let's start over on let's see this side over here, David, like we've done in the past,
all right.
and then work our way from down
One,
one column to the other to the next. So we've got
two.
1, 2,
All right. Just two over there.
and then the column that's in the middle. There's a couple there.
Three, four.
And then the one that's off on the far side.
I've got 7.
Yeah, let's see here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got, well, unless I got somebody mixed up here. Nope. Okay, so there's 1, 2, and that's going to be 3. Oh, 4, 5. Yep, 6, 7. Yep, 7.
Right. 1 through 7. If it's higher than that, I will re-roll again. So
Yep.
we got. It was this is 0. So no. Roll again. 8. Nope. 7.
7. Okay, so number 7. So based on what we talked about, that's going to be down here.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So then I got to roll for initiative. And
Twice.
again. All right. Well, at least one of them is a decent roll. Let's see what we get here. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So they passed with flying colors because
Wow.
that is, he is a very initiative person. God, he's like Zethan. He's the Zethan of the infantry here.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Well,
So what are we going to do?
that I can't help you with.
Oh, I was really hoping you would. Oh, well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So the gentle slopes we can prolong on, the more serious slopes we can't.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we will pop those guys up there. I'm just going to get rid of these things here. And then this guy is going to move there, just like that. Voila.
So we got that. We got that. All right. And the others remain in place?
Yep.
Okie And the officer's going to
Yeah,
stay
he's
where
just
he
going to
is?
hang where he's at.
All right.
Until a skirmisher shows up and shoots him off his horse.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Let's roll again. Oh, big numbers here.
All right. Let's see what we got. Yes, we got big there, but it's that moves the end turn, and it will be a British.
Nothing like having that +3 to make all the difference there.
Yeah. That'll kind of make things happen in a way. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and do this one over here.
Duke.
All right, and that'll include these guys.
All right.
And nothing to undisorder from, nothing to shoot at, so we'll just go ahead and move. actually move up quite a bit like that and still be in command. So I think that's it. See how it's done? It's just super easy.
All right. Uh,
Meanwhile, he's rolling. Your units are ending up all over the place.
Yeah.
yep. You know how it is.
Yep, yep.
All right. So we can flip that guy over like that. And uh, that, that. Okay. Let's give me another roll.
Here we go.
Big there. We got a little there. And that is does not move the intern, and it is an American.
Oh, hooray. All right, let's see where we're at. All right, so
So I
no.
think you'll be doing over here because your last one was
Yeah,
over
yeah, 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 yeah. Against my will.
there.
Um,
Shouldn't make a difference, but you know.
yeah, no, that's all right. The those other ones can sort themselves out. So we got to figure out who's who. We got so many people that are all disjointed over here. Those are all right. So those guys are part of it. Those
So,
guys are okay. All right. So I'm going to activate actually these guys here, right?
okay.
And first thing I'm going to do is voluntarily route these guys.
Are they part of that?
They are. They are, and they're out of
Sure.
command, and they're kind of in a really bad spot potentially.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep. So I'm going to have them go. Which way would be good? 1, 2, 3, and 4, like that.
All right.
Hopefully, I don't bump into anybody in the process. All right, and then these guys are going to go 1, 2, and they're going to get over here, provided they're actually going the way they're supposed to go. All right, that's that.
Um, now, just
Am I missing? Is there somebody else?
I was just checking here. I thought there was another one. Okay, nope. That
Yeah. I think there were other
that's
people, but they got killed, maybe, or I can't remember. No, that was the other Virginians. So
uh, so. This is this guy finished, and all right. I should have that all. All right, we're good, I think.
All right,
All right. Activation roll.
here we go. That's going to be a
Okay.
British if they've got any left.
That's a British and does not move the end turn marker.
Right. Okay, so I've got these fellas here, and I'll go ahead and include him.
Okay. Let's see. All right.
And I think I'm just going to do that. So he's okay. And I'm going to do that. And I think I'm going to do this and this. And let's
You
see.
back up on that for a second and do it again. I was looking at my map here.
Okay, here I am doing that. So did you see the unit move
Yep.
back?
Yep.
Okay, all right. So, and let's see, he's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and move him here. And that's it. So simple, so easy.
So easy.
I thought I would before I forget. After
Yeah.
after I'd finished the interview with Matthew, I was telling him about our Germantown game, and he
Oh,
told me that probably 15 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, whatever, he had actually ran a Germantown game that was played by email. He was the umpire, and every
oh,
single command was a separate human being. And
wow.
so every week or something like that, they'd send their orders saying, "Okay, we're going to move here, here, and you got the hex numbers, so you've got an idea of where it is."
Right,
And then he would write back saying, "Okay, you're at this spot, whatever," and or he'd
right,
say, "Oh, out of the fog, you see a line of British redcoats staring at you. What do you do?" Kind of
wow,
stuff. So yeah, so it
wow.
was. He said it was a hoot because they had like I don't know 20 guys or playing all the different. Playing all the different stuff, and then he had a separate fellow playing, I think, Washington, a separate, and so they were sending orders. I mean, it
Oh
was,
my
it was,
gosh, so it
yeah,
was basically Kriegspiel.
it was like, yeah, it
Yeah.
was like Kriegspiel, yeah. Um,
That's
so
crazy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So it sounded like it was a
Well, I
real
knew they had done Mel that way,
right.
but I think it was even, what was it? It was, of course, Mel is tiny,
Right.
Right.
but somehow it was like numerous people there too. And I'm not sure exactly how they structured it, but it sounded like just bedlam.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, and this one, and so when I told him about it, he's like, "Oh yeah, this one works out perfectly for that sort of thing because of the fog. The
right.
first couple of hours, having an umpire and everything else makes so much more sense. And it really then adds this whole dimension to it because, it's truly the very foggy fog of war,
Yeah,
as opposed to just the usual fog of war.
and I can well imagine that we get to a point where the fog starts lifting,
Yeah.
and at a certain point, this just becomes a bar game. But with both of us having no clear idea where the enemy had been until all of a sudden you know,
Right.
Yeah.
and then you just have to deal with whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah,
I think the first level will be then all of a sudden the visibility is 3 hexes, right?
Right.
And so
yeah,
anything
that'll
all
be a big change right there. We'll suddenly probably have lots more visibility in a hurry. But then by the time we get to clear, probably it doesn't make any sense to have an umpire anymore.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So at that point, it just becomes okay.
So that's
Now
that's
what?
when David takes over one of the American commands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that
just
that would
become
make sense.
green, right? I think green.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we could
yeah,
do that.
yeah,
Yeah, that'll work. Because at that point, my job will have been done.
yeah.
So,
Right. Okay.
All right,
okay, another roll.
here we go. Oh, this is even getting better.
Okay, this one is going to move the end turn marker to 5,
Okay.
and it
Okay.
is another British.
Okay. Very good. Uh, boy. All right. We'll go ahead and do this here
Got it.
and do that and call it good.
Okay, another activation roll.
Here we go.
It does not move the end turn marker, and it's another British activation.
Okay. I think I don't really have anything I want to do. So I'm just going to flip that in place.
And you're okay with that and that?
Yeah, I think everybody's
Okay, I just uh, oh,
everybody's where I expect them to be.
okay.
So I've already thrown another die roll.
All right, and Eric, you want to give
Yeah,
me?
I think I've got you one there.
Oh, that was the last one. I thought.
Oh, didn't the last one
Yeah,
move
that
the
was.
clock?
No, the last one did not move the clock.
Oh, okay. How about that
Okay,
then?
that will work. And this one will move the clock, and it is a British.
Okay, but I
So
don't have any
we're at
left.
number
So
6, right?
We
over to the
are
Americans.
we are
That's
on
right.
number 6, and this goes to the Americans.
All right. So let's go ahead and we've got these chaps here. Um, oh my gosh. So they are in March. Yeah, everybody's in March. So let's see. 1, 2. So we're going to go here. That's 1. And then we can, whoops, go that way. That's going to be what? How many more? That's going to be 2. So that's 3 for that. And let's push forward one more for 4, since it doesn't cost us anything else. All right, and then this guy's going to go 1. And let's see, then he's going to go. That's going to be 2, 3. Actually, I should probably roll for this guy and see if he's disordered or not. What was it? How much is it a minus for doing stuff in the fog?
You mean did he move more than half of his
Yeah, yeah,
movement?
yeah, yeah.
It's a +10 in addition
Oh,
to
yeah.
any other.
Okay. All right. So he's going to be unhappy. Okay. So you might as well get that marked now. All right. And so that's going to be 2, gets him there. That's going to be 3. And then he can move here for 4. All right, let's roll for him. Oh, my goodness. Special something or other. Movement. Oh, my gosh. Okay, well, that's always fun.
Wow, you're
Uh,
you're not even letting me beat you up. This is great.
Yeah, yeah. All right. And then this guy is going to let's get the leader off here first. That's then going to be 1, 2, and 3, and 4 gets him there. I think no, there's a little baby slope there. Does the baby slope count anything? Baby slopes.
Baby slope?
Baby slope.
Uh,
There's
doesn't have
adult
going.
slope, teenager slope.
So a gentle slope costs a little bit to go up into some
Yeah,
circumstances.
but nothing to go
Artillery
down.
got to pay both ways.
Yeah.
Regular slope costs everybody for sure, except for the skirmishers.
All right, we'll just go there and can hope that we're lucky. All right, let's chuck some dice for him. Oh my gosh. It's disaster everywhere. Disaster everywhere. These people have not learned how to march, apparently.
There is General Knox when you need him.
Yep, yep. All right, so where are we going to have to put our leader? And we'll put him here. Hope that things get slightly better. Okay.
all right. All right. It's going to take me a moment to get oriented here. All right. So
Just write the words foobar across your screen there.
Close enough.
Or snafu. That's probably more appropriate for this group of Americans. Oh yeah, no, and I have to move these guys down as well. So
I've I've been playing the Battalion Combat series, which literally has something called a snafu roll before
right.
every activation to figure out how much of an activation you're actually able to do, or whether you're able to do one at all. Of course, being a bar player, I immediately loved it.
Oh, I'm sure.
and we've got. All right.
Who does he report to?
Which one?
No, I'm just trying to figure out who some of these people report to. So I
That's
try
a
to.
good sign.
Yeah. Huh. He's independent. How interesting.
Oh, well, that explains that.
Yeah. That would explain because I'm just like, I'm looking at him. He doesn't have any
Any indicator?
any indicator on who he reports to.
Yeah.
It just says GW. I'm like, well, that's George Washington, but he's like a brigade leader, so he's got to be. Yeah. So I looked on the thing here, and he's not under the command of Green or Stephen or anybody else, so he's got to be a little independent guy, which is probably why his initiative is through the roof.
Um, Oh, you're talking about McDougal?
Yeah, McDougal.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. He is an independent command,
yeah, yeah.
I guess. Yeah, because otherwise it would have showed it as.
He'd be under Green, or he'd
It's
be
kind
under
of funny
Steven,
because
or
it's
whatever.
marked under Green's detachment, but 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 an independent command under Green's attachment. It's just kind of confusing the way that's just
Yeah.
portrayed.
So then, does that mean he's got to, if he's out of command of Green, he's got to be making an initiative check all the time anyway, or, I mean,
Well, I mean, if he's independent, then um, yeah, I don't know. Now I'm getting confused.
yeah.
Um, um, pum, 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 pum.
He should, yeah, if he's out of, because, well, that's weird, yeah, because Green has a detachment, but Green is also a
Like a
A
division
commander,
wing
leader.
leader as well, right?
Yeah.
ringleader, yeah.
Hmm. All right. I'm ready to roll some dice.
Right? I could find my cursor. I could roll some dice too.
All right, that does not move the end turn. It is a tie.
A tie. Time to roll again.
Time to roll again. Special result 0-3.
All right. That's what probably the
Um,
Americans lost in the fog. Yep. Confusion.
Confusion again.
Confusion again. So
Love
let's
it.
see. I don't have too many
Love
guys
it.
left who haven't done something. I've only got, I think, two brigades there, and two brigades there. So there's only four that I can tell, David.
I got one. Okay, two. Okay, two. Yep, I would do that. All right. We got, all right, four. The easy one is 2, 4, 6, 8. All right. And we'll, which, counting from left to right or right to left and down?
The way that we usually do it. So from right on the right side, working
Yep.
towards the left side.
All right. Um, okay, we have a 5, so I think that will be this guy right here.
Uh,
We'll do that again.
where? Yeah, flash. So you got to be over on the east side of the map somewhere, right? Where are you at? Oh, okay, okay. Sure. All right. So let's chuck some dice for him. That's good, and who knows? Let's see if that's good also. Hey, what do you know it is? These guys aren't actually bad. If they weren't out
Yeah.
actually in the fog, they'd probably be even better. Um, so let's see who's even left of that group.
Well, there's those two, and then there are if these two. I might zoom out and see where I'm.
Where are you at? Oh, yeah, those poor sods. Okay, yeah, they're clearly out of command where they're at right now. Okay, well, so I'm activating them. I mean, that group is being activated. So you got to roll the dice to see if I go somewhere or I go corking off in a different direction.
Yes, I do.
Yep. And at least they've got a slightly more intelligent wing commander. All right. So, what are we going to do? These guys are. Everybody's in. It's all a mess. So let's see. Um, we're going to go. I guess it's what, a little extra to go up the gentle slope. So that's going to be one. Oops. It's going to be one for those guys. And it's going to be how much for those guys to go up the gentle slope? Same thing. So, all right. So they're only moving 2, so therefore they're not going to be making disorder checks. That was bad enough for those last chaps. Oh, let's roll for these guys to recover. I don't think they're going to do it, right? Because they're shaken. Shaken is what, a -5?
It's a +10. Or
For,
is it
for
disorder
disorder
check?
recovery.
No, no. Doesn't make any difference.
Oh, okay. So let's see what
The only two things that affect it would be being disordered makes it a +5,
+5.
and then if you're in an enemy zone of control, it's another +10.
Okay.
But
All right. No
uh,
worries.
none of the rest of those things you're usually thinking about matter.
Okay. All right. Good. So that's what's up with them. This chap here is going to come out of road and go into march, and he's going to use up his 2 movement points for that. And these guys here are going to stay where they're at because that's how life is. Okay.
You know?
So that should take care of those blokes.
Okay.
Got another die
Uh,
roll sitting there.
Yep, here we go. Oh, it's another special something.
yep. 08.
That is leader initiative. Pick one command for a free movement segment only. Initiative required.
Oh, okay.
You get another bite at the apple.
Wow.
Yep, this is your opportunity. Move
All right,
forward, capture General Washington.
we'll do that one there.
Right?
My gosh, I did it. How weird. Didn't expect it to work. All right, there we go. Cowabunga. And there's another initiative die roll.
Okay, here I go. Oh, that's a big one.
It does not move, and it's in British, but that goes to you.
Goes to
There.
me. All right. So we're still over on this side of the universe,
Okey-doke.
right? And I think we've got
Yeah.
one chap left. All right. So let's see. Those guys, those guys. Okay. So it's this group here. And they are still in road. So they're just going to keep booking. Provided they're actually going where they're supposed to. And who does he report to? So he reports to that person, and oh yeah, they're all messed up. Oh yeah, that's who's that? Oh no, actually, so they should be here. So green should stay there. Right, that way then he'll keep those guys in command. And then this guy is going to move. He can move down here and try to help out one of the guys that's in trouble. That'll work. That's provided he's not lost, wandering in the fog. Okay.
6 and okay. Where did the last guy go?
Stephen is down here, stacked with one of those guys disordered.
Okay, I actually had that. All right, we'll get that. And let's see. That's, all right. I think I'm caught up with that group. Um, let's see. Ooh, where is he? 1 second. Oh, there he is. I think he's that guy right there. All right, give me another activation roll. I'll
Okay,
cut up.
here we go.
Boom.
Boom, boom. That's a tie. Does not move the clock. Roll again. And that's British. Does not move the end turn marker. And so it goes to the American.
All right. So now we're over. Where are we at? Ah, yeah, over here with stuff. Let's see. So we'll have these guys just move right here, and yeah, they're gonna just cruise on down the line there. And I'll flip all those guys over. Okay. That takes care of that. Good. Next one. Potentially last one.
What? Yeah, 1 second here. Okay, last one,
All right, here
or
we go.
potentially last one. All right, that moves the end turn marker, and it's British, which goes to the Americans.
Okay. All right. We are going to move a couple. Well, so we'll move that last formation that's down there, and we'll move some leaders while we're at it. So let's go 1, 2.5. Gets those guys down the road. Down the road again. All right. And flip those boys. And let's see. Okay, and then I'm going to move Sullivan here. I'm going to move him over there. See if he can't bring some inspiration to his compatriots there, fellow patriots.
Okay, and that is Sullivan. Where is
He's was over here. And now he's over here.
Got it.
Gesundheit.
Bless you. Let's see who there was. Somebody. How about? Let's see. Did you do anything with him? He's is he staying there?
Um, let's see. I think he's still. Yeah, he probably needs to move. Yeah, he needs to move down a little ways, right? To communicate down the road to his colleagues. So, yeah, so we'll just kind of move him over here.
Okay. That was not who I was thinking, but
Oh, is there
I
another
was
leader
thinking,
somewhere?
yeah.
I think
Okay. Well, you got,
I still had. I got the big guy. The
yeah,
big guy.
you got
Where's the
those
big guy
two.
gonna go? Hmm.
And all right, where was that other one originally?
He was. He was here, and he was just moved there.
Okay, and he went down the
Yep.
road
Yep.
there too.
Bup, 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 bup. So where do we want to move those guys? Well, we can. I think we can bring everybody up a little bit. So how about we move them here to this juncture right there. Let's see, how far is Washington? He's a 6, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's not enough. Um, okay, so if we move him here, oh no, that's the wrong guy. All right, we'll move Knox there. So Knox will go there. And Washington can go here. That's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that'll get him in command. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, everything should work. Okay.
Right.
All right, and I think we've got all the movement done. So now we just chuck some dice for people that are routed and shaken and all that unpleasantness.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Okay, well, then that means I get to throw some dice. See if the vassal module will smile upon me.
Who are you gonna start with?
We'll start over here since we're in this neighborhood. So
Okay.
let's see. Those guys are routed. So being routed, voluntarily routed, is what? A -10, -15?
Um, so you're trying to rally.
Yes.
I think it's the same plus 15 that you'd have anyway.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what I thought. And then a -6, so it's going to be just a +9
No.
altogether. So let's see what we get. Oh, they are very happy. So then they go to
Shaken
shaken and
disorder.
disordered. Shaken but not stirred. Okay. All right. We got to figure out which way to point them. So they would point towards a hex vertex. There we go. Okay. All right. That's that. Okay. Good. And then we need to go over to the other side of the map. Oh, we actually have somebody who is shaken disorder. We should have rolled for them first, I guess. But let's
Oh,
go
good.
ahead and chuck the dice for those guys. So they're going to have a -10
No,
shaken
it's actually 15 for them as well for being shaken and disordered.
and disordered. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Let's see what we get. Oh, they're going to be happy. So now they're only merely disordered. Cool. I can live with that. All right, and last but not least, oh, actually, we got another guy over here that is shaken and disordered.
Yep.
And let's go ahead and flip him over. Okay, so we're going to have a +9 for that. That is not going to be good enough. Yeah. So he's going to stay less than happy. Okay.
Yep.
It's all right. At least he's not routing. All right, and then we'll roll for this guy, and then it's a 15, as I recall. So they're going to keep routing. And during the rally phase, they move their full 4 movement, correct?
That's right. Yes. During
Yes.
the rally phase, they would move the full 4.
Right. Okay.
If they're, well, hold on.
So during
Are
the
they still are they still voluntarily routed, or
yes.
did they
If,
fail a route? Okay.
No,
In
yeah,
that
yeah.
case, they can move 1 to 4
Okay.
during the rally phase because they're voluntarily routing,
no, they're not. They were rolling to recover,
From
and they
being
fail.
voluntarily
and they
routed.
failed.
Okay, so now they're involuntarily routed. So now they have to move the full 4. Yes.
Right.
Right.
Right. So during the movement phase, I could move them between 1 and 4 hexes.
Uh, well, no. Now that they have involuntarily routed, they're treated exactly like any other involuntarily
Oh.
routed unit.
So when do you roll for recovery during with their activation, or you
No,
only roll for recovery during the
the rally.
the rally phase? Okay.
Right.
Okay. So
So I mean,
they
this is
if they
just
would
like
either
they
stay
routed from
routed
combat.
and then you'd have more control over how far you move them or whatever else.
That's right.
Okay.
But
That's right.
they still remain routed. They do not recover that. But you could go like 1.
That's right. Yeah, but there's always a tiny bit of risk when you want to bring somebody out of voluntary route that you could go to I mean, yeah.
So should
If it
I
doesn't
then
work,
so then should I flip him over and take the
Yeah.
route marker off so we
yeah,
know that he
he should
is
be right. So you remember that he is
Regular routed.
a
regular
regular
route?
route
Okay.
now, not a voluntary route anymore.
Okay. All right. So let's get rid of that. Okay. Cool.
I can hardly wait to see this map.
Oh my gosh. It is an unmitigated disaster all over the
I like
place.
that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. So, but that's okay. We did plant the explosive device.
Mm.
We don't know where we planted it. So that's the
Oh,
problem.
well,
Yeah. Yeah.
all right.
Yep. But, it's a start. Okay. Well, cool. I'm going to hit the save button, or we should hit the end turn marker, right?
Yep.
We should
And the
move
move
the end
marker.
turn goes up to there. That goes back to 0. And
Move the
once we
time
hit
clock
the
to
move, we
8
hit
Yep.
the end
o'clock.
turn, fix it for everything.
So we're
Yeah.
going to start off the 8 o'clock turn, and then we'll roll, I guess, to see if the fog lifts.
Yep.
That's right. We're gonna check on the fog. I guess I should ask because if I think voluntarily routed units, I don't think they count towards the Army morale check. I
No,
don't
they.
think they do.
I believe you are correct in that. I do remember they do not.
But now you have had at least one unit that's gone into a regular route, so they would count.
Okay.
Sure, whatever.
Yep.
Well, I mean, the only reason is just because the number that your first column is 15.
Oh, is it? How
Yeah.
exciting.
Right. Now
Uh,
to be clear, the way they handle the artillery in these American Revolution games is different than the way we handle them in Europe.
right.
In fact, it's inverted. It actually takes two strength points of guns to be one box.
Okay.
So in other words, the guns are less important from a morale perspective, which is backwards. In the 7 Years' War, each each strength point of guns lost counts as two. So I know you've lost some guns,
Yeah, I think
but
I lost two, so it's worth 1 point, I guess.
exactly right.
Yeah.
So the only reason I bring any of that up is just because I suddenly realized you've got routed units, which do temporarily raise that number,
Yep.
Right.
but I don't think you've taken enough harm elsewhere to be a problem.
I'll
No,
recheck it,
I'm
but no,
fine.
I believe
Yeah.
we're underneath. Yes, we're underneath
Okay.
the 50.
Yeah.
All right. Well, gentlemen, thank you very much. Sorry for the snafu last night, but
No problem.
we'll aim to, let's see, that next week is going to be the 21st. I mean, I don't know of any reason I can't do anything.
Yeah, I'll be around, so
About you, David?
Same here.
All
I
okay.
right.
don't
Well, let's
think
try it.
we're all
This
good.
6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, what works for you guys?
Um, I mean, honestly, a little earlier is better as long as
Okay.
it's not too much inconvenience for you. It just means that it doesn't infringe on my work day the next day as much.
Right. Okay. So
So
so the time we started today worked. So
tonight
that's 6. Yep.
worked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll get
All
back.
right.
I think we'd been doing that for a while, and then we kind of got off with a later time. So that'll work.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you'd had a few
Yeah, I had
like
fencing
tournaments that
tournaments.
were
Yeah, I don't
closer.
have any fencing
Yeah.
tournaments until January.
Okay.
So we should be fine for this
All right.
coming Sunday. All right.
Right.
Terrific.
And,
Yeah,
all
this
right. Well,
is
very good. Well, we'll see
pretty.
you at the Kriegspiel.
Yeah. Well, in theory, in theory, you'll see me. I don't know if you'll really see me. That's
Well,
always
we
the